All right, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to the Dakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shema, this week's topic is going to be entitled, pretty much the Lord is turning up for 2025. As you can see from the picture above, week one we had the Tesla bombing. Week two, we had these fires, which a lot of people are saying, look, that fire was an inside job, and this is no different. The fire is basically being no different than the 9/11 situation or that situation in North Carolina where they have mineral-rich resources. Pretty much, you have early investors coming into these natural disasters, and sweeping up and buying and profiting off these events. And it's just like the guy said, "Are you ready for week three?" Look, man, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 16. It says, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. Right, so the Most High has kept his peace for a number of years. But now we can see things escalating at a very fast speed. All right, and the Apostle Elder Tahar's coined the year 2025, the hopeful day of our deliverance and the destruction and judgment on Esau Edom. And this could possibly well be that year. A lot could happen in a short amount of time. Remember, Lenin said, you have decades where nothing happened, and then you have weeks where decades happen. So this could be a situation, a year, where you didn't have like a lot of shit done pass. Because look in these past 2 weeks, just these 2 weeks alone, you know, and there's talks of war, there's talks of stuff going on with Turkey and Israel. All these different things are turning up and leading towards what? Jeremiah 30 and 7. It says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, so we're approaching Jacob's trouble. See, the Most High has turned up Jacob's trouble and turned it down throughout the years. But there's going to come a time, Lord willing, this year, that the Most High is going to crank this thing up, man. All right, and this is why we just got to hope in the Lord's mercies, because the prophets are going to be in the midst of Jacob's trouble. All right, we know that this man is going to turn shit up, you know. Again, it reads the same thing in Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. I'm sorry, Salaki, let me read 12 and 1. Daniel's 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And who's the Lord's people? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, children of Israel. Okay? True people of Israel. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even so that time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book, right? And we want our name in the book of life, all right? We want to be delivered. You know what I'm saying? But what do we have to do? We have to give diligence to make our calling and election sure. All right, that's how come we can't have no time for no fucking excuses, no lukewarm bullshit. See, actually, let me jump to that. Let me jump to that, man. Because we're not in the time to be pussyfooting around, 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in the truth. Revelation 3 and 15 says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would rather thou cold or hot, right? Because cold water has a useful case and hot water has a useful case. In other words, be fully into the world, doing whatever you got to do, or be fully into this truth. But it says, verse 16, so then because thou art lukewarm, right, jumping back and forth. I don't know, 1 minute you in, 1 minute you out. And neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Right, so now is not the time to be lukewarm and pussyfooting and, is this thing the truth or not? Or any kind of doubting demon and lackadaisical demon. And I'm talking about the brothers in the truth. We have to be the examples of being diligent, making sure that our flock is fed. Because the Lord is not fucking around, man. The Most High is not fucking around. The Passover is coming up, and we're just trying to be on the Most High's good graces and be on point. You see, we're at the very end of this thing, and this is where you really got to dig deep and keep pushing. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Right. So the knowledge, wisdom, understanding was sealed up until Yahweh shall return. That's in the book of Revelations 5 and 1. Who he was able to let loose those seals. So the knowledge, wisdom, understanding is coming out, meaning the breaking down of these prophecies. So you are going to have men that have the 100% truth. And we believe to the spirit that starts with our apostles and elders. that the Ruach Kodash, the Holy Spirit, has been dealing with our apostles and elders and brothers, all right, to give the proper breakdowns on these scriptures. It says, even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, right? And we've seen an increase in knowledge, man. You see, they're trying to ban TikTok, right? Because TikTok, like I always bring out, people have become their own independent journalists and are able to debunk some takes by the mainstream media. You see what I'm saying? So they want to cut that out. But the reason the Most High has this internet thing up for the first and foremost is so the truth could get out. You know, is the Lord shrouded it in a bunch of bullshit, because you can find a lot of bullshit on the internet. You can also find a lot of information. But the Most High has put so much information to protect the truth, really. You know, hit the gem in the sea of all the wave of misinformation. There's true knowledge there, and that's the truth. Okay? And this devil want to get rid of it. He basically want to control it, rather, and use it to program people. Revelations 2:10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. What are the things we're going to suffer? We just talked about Jacob's trouble, man. That's going to involve martial law. That's going to involve them Gurgatrus coming in, locking people up, killing, a lot of shit. But we're going to be personally tried too, the ones that believe, because they're going to be coming after brothers that have this knowledge. Just telling the same way they banning certain things with the algorithms in terms of what you say. That's going to be real life, man. They're going to be looking for those that are teaching the truth and warning against the mark of the beast, and attacking those people that warn against the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So you're going to have brothers get locked up. It says, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 days just means a period of time. Could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be a month. Who knows? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we have to be faithful unto the very end, man. Willing to give our life for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Because guess what? Yahweh Shah gave his life for us. So we have to be willing to do the same. And brothers have different dispensations of faith. So the brothers that are faithful enough to have that spirit, they're going to be put in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is going to test each man according to his faith, according to his character. But the Most High is not going to give a man more than he can bear. So we always got to put that in our mind. So no matter what we're going through, the Lord is not giving us more than we can bear, and that's written. 1 Peter 5:8, very simple, says, be sober, be vigilant. How do you be sober? It means not getting mingled up with other doctrines, all right? Because the scriptures tell you that they're drunk, but not with wine, right? Because wine represents philosophy. So now is not the time to be getting drunk off all these different, it was never the time, but I'm just saying, don't be getting drunk off all these different worldly doctrines, all right? These worldly philosophies. You want to be sober, meaning you want to be circumspect, grounded in this truth. It says be vigilant. Look up that word vigilant there. It's the Greek 11:27. It says to watch. Metaphorically gives strict attention, to be cautious, active, right? So right now, spirits are active, man. A lot of shit is happening. So now's the time you really want to be circumspect. Like I said, you always want to be like that, but, just for lack of better words right now, always want to be on point and looking around, because, it's going to say it, because your adversary, the devil, so-called white man, as a roaring lion walketh, and the spiritual demon Satan, a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right, so we don't want to get devoured and caught up. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the shit that's going on. So the Most High is going to turn up 2025 and not only try this place, but try us. Try our spirits, as he does every year, but it's going to be even more amped up. Verse 9, whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same affliction and accomplished in your brethren, let me read it again. Whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we are going to be tried. Jacob's trouble. We're gonna be around for that. And our faith are gonna be tested. All roads are leading up to that RFID microchip, and you see the way technology is going, man. The transhumanism, they're trying to push that heavy to make pretty much machines and humans one. That's all part of the agenda. Okay. So that was just a quick lesson. Quick lesson, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, no gems, so I just jumped on the screen record. Now I got this lesson before I have to do what I gotta do, man. And then, hey, brothers, we just gotta remain diligent, stay steadfast. You know, just know that we're gonna be tried, and whatever you're being tried to, hey, look, the Most High is gonna get you through it. We're just gonna have faith. We just gotta have faith. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rachah Kodash. The belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Mills, which you well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.